So we're doing exercise 7a, and in this video I'll be answering question 2c, which says, in each of the following, find the rule for the image of the graph of y equals f of x under the given translation. So we've been given f of x equals x squared under a translation of 2 units in the negative x-axis and 3 units in the negative direction of the y-axis. All right, now to answer this question, we can go about it in 2 different ways. The first way I'm calling the easy way, and it's really just noticing the fact that we're dealing with f of x equals x squared, which is a parabola. And now we're going to be applying this translation to it. And all this translation is moving 2 units left and 3 units down. So we're going to apply this translation. So we're going to get a new function. Let's just call it g of x. Now, when we're dealing with a parabola, if I want to move a parabola left or right, what I'm going to be doing is something with inside my brackets. And if it's 2 units in the negative direction, that actually means I'm going to plus 2 here. And I just really want us all to be able to do that immediately without thinking about it. Then we need to go 3 units in the negative direction of y, and all that is minusing 3 on the outside here. So I really hope that we all are able just to do this. And this is really just using our prior knowledge of how functions work and what they look like. But let's now go through the more extensive method, which is going to take a bit more time. And this is really what this exercise 7a, is all about. So it's a 2-step process. The first step is applying the translation, and then we're going to do some replacing. So let's start with the first step. So we're going to apply the translation. So here is an original point. So x of y. We're then going to apply our translation, and we're going to get a new point, and I'm calling that x dash and y dash. So let's now get specific. We have our original point, then we're going to apply our translation, and we know what our translation is. We're going to move 2 units in the negative direction of the x-axis. So I'm going to take my x, and I'm going to minus 2 from it. Next. For my y, for my new point, I know it's 3 units in the negative direction of the y-axis. So I'm going to take my y and minus 3 from it. So this and this is my new point. Both of these represent my new point under the translation. So that means that x minus 2 equals x dash, and y minus 3 here is going to equal y dash. I can now solve these, so it is x equals x dash plus 2, and for here I can solve it so it's y equals y dash plus 3. Now with both of these, I can now move on to my second step, which is the replacing step. So I know I was given here a parabola, y equals x squared, but under translation, my y is going to equal y equals y dash plus 3. So I'm going to put that in, y dash plus 3. So I've replaced my y with y dash plus 3. Then I'm going to go equals, and instead of writing x, I'm going to replace it with this. So I'm going to get x dash plus 2 squared. Oh, and I just messed up my coloring, my color combination, which is very important, obviously. All right, so now we've got the color back. All right, so now it's there. Now I'm going to rearrange it. So I have my y by itself. So I'm going to get y dash equals x dash plus 2 there minus 3. And hopefully you can see that this right here is the same as this. All right, so we've just gone through 2 different ways. One way, the easy way, just doing it instinctively. And the second way is our 2-step process. And so let me just put a cap on this by going g of x equals x plus 2 squared minus 3. And that is our final answer, which is the same as what we saw in the easy way. Hopefully this video was helpful in completing this question, and if you have any trouble with it, please come speak to me.